Alright, so now it's recording, and it's
Okay,
where,
do you know where it's gonna be saving?
it saves to the Streamlabs, so we'll find it out. Better than nothing. Okay.
Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call?
John Clark.
Here.
Amanda Hunter.
Here.
Rick Robertson.
Here.
Nancy Conley here. Joan David.
Here.
All present and accounted for.
Can I get a motion for approval of agenda?
So moved.
Did we want to add the mileage reimbursement thing this month?
Oh, I didn't look it up. Who we?
We can always just add it as the, whatever the Fed is.
Yeah.
The federal
The current
reimbursement
reimbursement
rate.
mileage for the January, I always check it. And I forgot to check it for us, so we can do with the current US rate. So add that as,
So I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the,
Rick already made the motion.
okay, then can I
Amanda.
amend the motion?
Yeah.
I'll amend the motion to, add the mileage reimbursement rate adjustment under new business item 2.
Okay, motion by Robertson, supported by Hunter, with the addition of mileage reimbursement rate adjustment under number 2, new business. Roll call?
John Clark.
Yes.
Rick Robertson.
Yes.
Amanda Hunter.
Yes.
Nancy Conley, yes. Joan David.
Yes. Approval of the minutes?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
Motion by Hunter, supported by Clark, to approve the December 2022 minutes as presented. Roll call?
John Clark.
Yes.
Rick Robertson.
Yes.
Amanda Hunter.
Yes.
Nancy Conley, yes. Joan David.
Yes. Any public comments on action items only? Approval of bills, can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills as submitted.
Support.
Motion by Hunter, supported by Robertson. Does anybody have a question on anything else? Okay, roll call vote.
Rick Robertson.
Yes.
John Clark.
Yes.
Amanda Hunter.
Yes.
Nancy Conley, yes. Joan David.
Yes. Treasurer's report?
Alright, so for our available cash, at the end of December, we had $630,894.68. We had deposits into our Shelby State Bank account of $69,295.64. That was $33,504 from revenue sharing and $16,362.17 from the recycling grant reimbursement. We also had our first bit of our winter tax deposits in December as well, so that was $13,740.83. We didn't get squat for interest in Shelby State Bank, but in the Choice One bank account, we got $359.64, and then in the Choice One ICS account, we got $880.55. We paid bills. Let's see. Bills last month was $27,279.53. And the end amount in our treasury accounts was $688,307.78, which mostly got dispersed, and that's changing every day. So, any questions with financials?
Okay, correspondence? Do you have anything?
No.
I have the one that Nancy gave us, from Oceana County, just letting us know that the deadline to file for candidates, is April 23rd, 2024 at 4 p.m. Township candidates will file with their township clerk. They can either file petitions or the $100 non-refundable filing fee. That's all I've got under that.
Okay. First, old business, we had, done a resolution for Nancy to get pay for the elections, and, apparently we have to do a resolution adding to her pay and not as a stipend.
Okay.
It has to be done, added to the base,
It has to be done to your salary.
right, your salary, your base salary. That's what MTA told me.
I would suggest to write the resolution up and submit it to MTA. I know other townships have been doing this, and MTA has been tossing them down, saying, no, that's not sufficient, that's not
And I talked to the one lawyer, because I said, you know, how are we supposed to do this?
Mhm.
Well, that's
So-
fine, that's
So
fine.
I would just suggest that we talk to, either our lawyer and have them write up the resolution for us, because it's gotta be under your salary
Right,
resolution.
it's a salary resolution.
But I do know other townships have been working on that as well. It is something that's going on statewide, so all of the clerks are working towards it.
Okay,
But MTA is being very strict and stringent on, yeah, that'll fly, no, that won't fly, and so they want it written up, and,
okay,
I would say to write it up, submit it to them, to ensure that we've got it correct,
okay.
since the last one was not correct.
Does anybody else have any other comments on that? Do you understand what we're doing? New business, approval of poverty exemption for 2024. So, Barbie typed up a resolution for the poverty exemption for us that I handed out to everybody. So we just have to approve it, and Nancy will sign it and pass it on. So I'll make a motion that we approve, or make the, what resolution number would it be?
1-16-01.
1-16-01? Okay, so I make a motion that we approve resolution 1-16-01 for poverty exemption for 2024.
I support.
Okay, motion by Davis, supported by Hunter to approve the resolution. Please do roll call.
Rick Robertson,
Yes.
Amanda Hunter,
Yes.
John Clark,
Yes.
Nancy Conley, yes, Joan David.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, next is the mileage reimbursement rate adjustment.
Okay, so I believe it is 67 cents, but don't quote me on it.
I usually run it in January.
Yeah. I would like to make a motion to, increase the mileage reimbursement rate to the current federal rate
Okay.
for 2024.
I'll support it.
Okay, motion by Hunter, supported by Clark to approve the mileage reimbursement rate adjustment to be the current at the current federal rate. Roll call vote.
Amanda Hunter,
Yes.
John Clark,
Yes.
Rick Robertson,
Yes.
Nancy Conley, yes. Joan David,
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay, planning commission,
So we had our organizational meeting, as we're required to, on the 9th. We had a packed house in the middle of the snowstorm. We had 2 people who attended in addition to the commission. I'm to report to the board that the commission voted to re-elect Michael Jansma for chair and Mary Hopkins for secretary for the 2024 session. I also said at that meeting, going through the citizen planner course from the Michigan State University Extension has showed me a lot of things that we should be doing, that not have to be done, but should be done. Part of that is redrafting our bylaws to include information that's relevant to our township, and also information on how commission members should handle conflicts of interest and ex parte contacts with applicants. So I will be drafting that, continuing to draft that, and we'll be able to have our first reading of the first draft at our next meeting, which is scheduled for February 13th. If our representative from McKenna can come. If he is not able to come on that day, that meeting will be canceled, because we have no other business to attend to. That's all.
okay, thank you. Let's see, cemetery, do you have anything you wanna?
No, I just had the one burial for the month. It'll be here for a while, probably.
Okay. Tony? Steve?
Okay. So this first thing I'm handing out is our summary for last year.
Oh, I got 2, Steve.
Yep.
Oops, sorry.
And also the summary for 2022, so that you can kind of compare the two. And then here's the monthly for this December, or January, which we're always a month behind, so that basically covers December of last year. And I think what's of interest is that we had the same number of permits. We saw a little decrease in new homes, but we saw an increase. If you take a look, I have the one column that's marked garage and shed, and that also basically that includes pole barns. Because instead of having a separate category for that. And that went up quite a bit, and then also, and see, some of those got quite pricey. You know, we had some that were 100,000 and in the 40s and $60,000 range. Homes got, went down a little bit. Basically, I think it's just a question of the market. Interest rates went up quite a lot, so people are a little more cautious. But we still had $1.4 million in new construction last year, which is quite a good amount for a little relatively. I got the exact number here. I'm sorry, it was $1,931,705 worth of new construction. So almost 2 million. So we were down. The year before was 3,153,239. Now some of that is we had quite a bit less in commercial. We're down about 600,000 in commercial, and we were down about 700,000 in new homes. So, but we're still very, that's a lot of investment in the township.
Isn't it over $1 million in new homes?
Pardon me?
Isn't it over $1 million in new homes? We're down
For 20, no,
20, from 22 to 23? 1,640,000 versus 63,000.
That's for 22.
yeah.
So we're
Well,
over a million
little
now.
less than a million.
No, a little more than a million.
For the 22.
Why am I reading that?
Well, you're additioning with the shit. It's 1,007,000 down.
Okay.
On the front, the 23?
Yeah, so 22, we had 1,640,000 dollars in new construction, and last year we had 633,000.
Wow.
So we're over a million,
Right.
like Rick said, 1,700,000. Or 7,000, yeah.
Very good. Points?
In terms of, blight and complaints and all that issues from last month, we had one complaint that was about, lighting, which is what we dealt with in rewriting our public safety ordinance. So, once we get through that, we can be a little more active on that problem. But I did contact the family involved and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you. Roads, I turned in, roads to get estimates, kind of our wish list to see where we're gonna, what roads we're gonna work on this summer in that, so.
I can't remember with roads, how much of that, those 3 roads did we get done last year? Did we do all 3 sides of that?
Oh,
Was it Hightower?
Yeah.
It's like,
the only thing that didn't get done last year is, the gravel part of Zimmer Road on the corner,
okay,
but everything else that we approved got done.
okay, cause I know we had approved it for whatever was left of the money we had, but I thought we said that it all got paved with the money we still had from last year.
Yeah, because
so.
they gave us a discount. So, that's all good. Do we have any public comments?
Francine Bryson, a hardworking, caring, honest, intelligent person who cares deeply for the people of this neighborhood. Steve Talbot, another caring, honest, intelligent person who's been actively trying to improve the neighborhood. Dave Herron, an honest, no-nonsense guy raising a great family and running a local construction business. These neighbors, among many others, you have spread lies about and spoken evil of. Narcotics, specifically marijuana, is now being produced with THC concentrations that contribute to the mental health crisis, cause psychosis, lead to suicide, and the use of other drugs, which can further lead to death by overdose. In our neighborhood, we currently have permitted facilities producing this evil. The drugs and corruption can make this area seem more like Columbia than Michigan. 10 years ago, the individuals involved in the production of the quantities of marijuana that we now have in our neighborhood would have been put in prison. Just 10 years ago, they would all be in prison. These people you have publicly promoted and endorsed as good. Isaiah 5, verses 20 through 23, the Bible says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him." I want to break down that last verse, which starts, "which justify the wicked for reward." So for the gain of a reward, something wicked is justified. I don't think I need to expound further on that. You can just read examples in the newsletters that the township has put out. The second half of the verse states, "and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him." How do you take away the righteousness of the righteous? By spreading lies about them. This can cause people to believe a decent person is actually a deviant. Mark Twain said that a lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. It's a shame, but we've sure seen plenty of it. And I hope we see some justice at the courthouse on the 22nd.
Is there any other public comments?
Yeah, in regards to the recent article that was
Springfield News. It was put in by the precinct delegates or something. I had people ask me who these people were. Most of us know who they are. And I told them to come up here Monday and be possible if you could give them the names of the precinct delegates.
Yeah, so public knowledge.
Good, thank you.
Any other public comments? Any board discussion?
The only thing I had for board discussion was to, just point out the law that I gave each of you a copy of regarding the board of review, about 3 members being present, not 4 or more. So, that's all I had.
Well, the December one, there was 4 because I was out of town and I called Mary to come and do minutes, so that's why
Okay.
there was 4. And in July, I think we only had 2, and yeah, there's not 4 here at the time.
That's okay, I noticed when I was entering in the bills that we had paid 4 members, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's
one was a
because
backup and,
I need somebody to
So,
take notes.
okay.
So that's why that happened. Any other board discussion? Just a quick thing about, for supervisor's report, I appreciate all the time that you're doing on that voting stuff, and Amanda, you helping her out. It's really been a headache, so I feel bad about that. In regards to the article that was in the paper, I'm not gonna go over everything that was in there, but there was comments in there that there's so many things that are not, accurate. As far as the township, property taxes going up, the whole state of Michigan went up. I mean, the Department of Treasury set the current multiplier to 7.9%, and, in 1995, voters approved Proposal A. The proposal imposes a maximum annual increase in taxable value of 5%, even if the rate of inflation is higher than that. So it's not just Newfield Township that had taxes go up, it was the whole state of Michigan. It was also mentioned that we hired additional staff in '23. We didn't hire anybody in 23, and the people that were hired prior to 23, one wages was paid by cannabis, and the other one is our on-site coordinator, which is more convenient and cost-effective than hiring out. As far as surveillance cameras at the hall in Oxbow Park, there is no audio, there is only visual. The only audio is the owl during a meeting. The one at Oxbow Park was put up due to vandalism, and the one at the town hall is required to have one shining down at the door where the mail slot is for people putting in ballots. And as far as the 3 new ordinances, they are not new ordinances. They are ordinances that we have had, and everybody knows that state requirements change all the time, so we have to change our ordinances. We made our ordinances up to code, and we're not restricting ORV use. If anything, we've made it possible for more ORV use. And there was many other things in that article that was not accurate, and I could say more, but I don't think I should. So,
Did you want to, okay,
I think so, so I'd like a motion to adjourn.
make a motion to adjourn?
Okay, motion by Conley, supported by Robertson to adjourn at 7:23. Roll call vote?
John?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Amanda?
Yes?
Joan?
Yes.
Nancy?
Oh,
Joan, Nancy? Okay, both yes, passes.
yeah. Okay, thank you.